Welcome to another Field of Glory battle. This is part of the Slitherine tournament, round 1. We have the Persians versus the Arabs. This is not the Persian army which invaded Greece, it's the later force that fought Alexander, so it is less based on archery, unfortunately for us. So, as much as possible, we'll want to turn this into a battle on open ground using hoplites, I think. The alternative is to mass any missile troops we can get to shoot the camels and back them up with our own irregulars and Takabara foot. Well, let's consider that. There, massed archers. And we'll want to seize this ground if possible. And light archers to support the cavalry. Here we go. I do want the horse archers with a bow. I don't normally go for a lot of light horse archers, but the camels are completely unarmored. So if we can just shoot them up, it could cause some disruptions. I'll stop at bringing nomad light horse archers for 40 though. I think that's going too far. Then we'll bring our own infantry support. Takabaras and our own cheap and terrible irregulars. Two to help seize this, or at least contest it. Alright, so 300 points left. What to do? Could bring more armored cavalry, but I think the camels in general are going to just evade. So, what? So I think we'll probably want to end up finding a way to fight the infantry and shoot at the camels, which means bringing the nomad light horse archers anyway, even though I don't really want to. Raw hoplites could actually do okay. Their impact is bad though, but they have the virtue of being cheap. There we go, leaving us with 96 points for mercenary hoplites. So sub-general for the infantry. We'll switch him to the center and give this wing command. Oh, that's the commander-in-chief, isn't it? So it won't matter. Okay, great. Oh, that'll do. Never mind. I have a commander to play still. So, wing command. Maybe I should actually read the in-game prompts. Just a thought. Next turn. See that deployment. And the army composition, for that matter. Ooh. That is aggressive. I'm glad I brought everything I could that could shoot. I'm gonna need it. Okay. At least we don't have to worry about this being controlled. Let's get ready for a bit of a ranged duel. We're unfortunately going to be downhill, but that's okay. We'll get our Iranian armored cavalry to support. And some hoplites as well to give them some backbone. This light cavalry screen is probably going to suffer some loss. We can try to use our irregulars to kind of push around and maybe impact these massed archers. Alright, we'll just trundle ahead and meet in the center. Next turn. Might disrupt here. Not yet. Good. Firing at half arc, so it's not going to be too effective. Not terrible. That's what unarmored troops will do. And we're going to push so that if they attempt to fall back, we can just force more cohesion checks on them. And we'll continue to shove these irregulars over to try to hit the master archers. We'll need to leave some gaps in the line here, so if we get charged, our lights can evade. And our skirmishers can also try to make things uncomfortable for the archers. Okay, now there's this kind of knotty situation. Might be worth trading fire for a little bit. Give them a shove and just see where they go. Oh. Okay. This is a bad situation. Wish I had more men. We do want to stay away from this hill, I think. I mean, the alternative is just go all in and advance towards it, but I think there's too much infantry there for that to be a viable choice. So this is good. We'll try to push on our right, hold out in a kind of unfavorable combat on the left, and as to the center, we'll see what develops in the edges before we commit ourselves too much. Next turn. It's too bad. One more disruption. Okay. That, not in the open, but in the difficult slope. Good. Let's see if we can't go for a frag. Come on now. And then see what we can accomplish with the charge. Breaks. Double disrupt. That impact was deadened by being disordered by being adjacent to camels, but still pretty good. Let's inch forward, shuffle the archers up, fire, fragged, now charge. Held firm, too bad. Oh, nope. Alright. Keep up our fire. And now we have no choice, the infantry must push to take advantage. Very good. And yeah, seems worth getting the cavalry in there. This is unfortunate. We're going to have to charge in and see what we can do. Maybe catch them. Not exactly what I had in mind. Here, give them a shove. At least we can catch one unit. Firm and too far. Hoplites forward to cover. Oh, fine. Help your friends. And against my better judgment, I'm being drawn forward. Here because things are going well, and here because they are not. It's also the nature of the terrain. So unfortunately, we're going to have to form a line up here and just try to hold out for a while in the center until the wings can come to the rescue, I think. Held firm. Next turn. Too bad, I was hoping for a break. Might be able to catch them yet. That's pretty ballsy. Our center is not going to hold out, but they'll just need to delay, I think. Too bad. Ooh. Well, that turn could have gone better. No? No impact? Well, into the archers. And you hit the camels then. Break. Nope. Right then, work on the archers. Out of cohesion check range, preferably. Good. And we'll just turn, but save our ammo. Shuffle aside, and there. Next turn we can make contact. I could charge them, then hit this in the rear. Or, alternatively, could do that. I have to pick one, unfortunately. They would both cause other cohesion checks. Well, this one is closer to our missile troops. It's our commander-in-chief, so stick him on the infantry, charge the cavalry in. Oh, what a shame. Should have gone for that one. Too late now. Gain the slope for at least some of this combat. These units are just going to have to stand and die. Shove them. Good. And push. Catch them? Perfect. Shove them. Push them off. Good. Them. Good. Will not charge into difficult terrain. Our own remaining archers will try to take care of them. Well, this is looking much better before this turn. Cavalry can threaten the master archers. Still not bad. I just wish we had done better here. Or chosen correctly here, I suppose I mean. Next turn. It's too bad. Invade. Invade off map? Good. They might come back, but... Oop. Good bounce. Excellent. That buys us a little bit of time. And that's what we need right now, is just time. Also, excellent. That is not so excellent. Ooh. I really wanted to break that unit of camels. Oh, well. Alright. Okay. Start with that. Okay, fine. No, still. Okay. It's gonna break both of our light horse. Well, at least they're not pursuing. Lock them in and go for the disrupt. The frag, rather. Come on now. Good. They won't auto break. Good. Turn around. Unfortunate. In that case, let's see if we can't disrupt with fire. No. Get back in a blocking position, but this is looking a bit rough for us here. Well, you never know. We really don't care about the lights here. We need to attempt to rescue our non-lights. But I will keep my light javelin horse in range here to absorb sling bullets so that our non-light cavalry can remain protected. Damn, being at the bottom of this hill sucks. These units are all quite vulnerable right now. I have no way to reach this unit unless... There we go. Now this cavalry might have to shift left. But we just need to keep holding on, get help down here, and more importantly, wrap this up for some serious route percents. Next turn. Well, we held firm at least, but now we're downslope. And he's setting up that flank. So this is all going to cave pretty soon. More good luck there. About time. Do we bounce them? No. Well, we will lock in these irregular foot, downslope, and open ground. And in the meantime, let's just kind of push forward here. Try to line up a flank in a couple of turns. Damn. Let's actually conveniently set up a flank charge for us. Take full advantage. Wow, this is horrible. I could threaten a flank attack. Consider. More checks? No. It's alright. There. That's that spearman versus swordsman at work. And note that the irregular foot are normally 50% swords. So it's not just that spearmen make swordsmen into 50 POA, it simply halves it. So 50 turns into 25. If I charge here, I'll be moderately disordered. If I move here and then charge, I'm steady. Let's get a lock on this unit to prevent the flank. Go for a break. Good. So next turn the raw hoplites can turn around and try to flank on these irregulars. Meantime, if they charge, we flank, fire, and the raw hoplites will just have to stand and probably die. As will our Takabara, who will get flanked. If they fell back, we could have maybe turned, but it was not to be. Ooh. That's what I get for bringing raw units. These are all going to collapse. Win rate is pretty low because the combat strength modifier is severe, and a unit that is taking casualties and is fighting 2 units at once. They evaded because they're the flank threat, although in the event I didn't catch them. Too bad. Next turn we can try to hit this frag unit if they don't rally up. Going well. If we're lucky, we'll be able to wrap this up by breaking these masked archers and camels and poorly armed rabble before too much of our infantry collapses. See about that. Next turn. Oh no, oh. Could kinda use those guys elsewhere. Yep, there goes the center. They could have held out, could have got the flank, but was not to be. Should bounce that. Yep. Okay. Their ammo is not low. That's fine. Let's just get out of here. Not waste time. Send our lights to deal with these slingers, or at least keep them off our cavalry. Go for that break. It's helpful, although it's only temporary. Still lose this unit. Right. Going to general up on the archers, just so they have a chance to hold when they get charged. Held firm, too bad. Finish locking them in and get lights over to add their firepower. Well, we might as well get that flank attack. Damn, I was hoping to drop them, now they'll keep the height advantage. Alright, still up 23. Hopefully this unit can hold on for one more turn and then we can get that flank in. Good. Alright. Next turn. Ooh, nice. 2 rallies. Hold, yes, for a turn, but still, 1 turn could be enough. Good, that frag could spread quite a bit of panic. We're still up 23. Start with a charge here and see what that does for us. Not quite. Okay. Push them and flank attack. Good. Redisrupted this unit. Also good. It's a 31% lead then. Okay. Now, shove these camels. They'll evade because of the hoplites. Get a break here, perhaps. Hold firm. It's okay. We can even go for an auto break here, honestly. Done? Alright, perfect. And hoplites start moving to the other flank. General up on the raw hoplites so that we have okay impact. Flank attack with mass archers. This unit might break, but it holds thanks to the slope. Okay, well, that looks like a decisive win to me. Okay, so unfortunately my opponent just stopped playing the match several days ago, but fortunately, because I was already at the winning percent, it was registered as a victory by the tournament system. So we won't get the nice, shiny U1 screen and the casualties or anything, but the game in its current state was counted as a win. So I think the lessons for this match are pretty simple. This is key terrain, and I did not have to fight for it. And once I had this, I could fill it with lights and just pour fire down into this valley. And it was brutal because the Arab army just doesn't have armor. The skirmishers and the master archers are unarmored. The cavalry is unarmored. The irregular foot are their most heavily armored troops at lightly protected. So it was just brutal. I also there was a heavy skirmish match here, but my own skirmishers absorbed most of his skirmishers' fire, so it just didn't really matter that much because the cavalry is what I needed to protect, and they remained largely intact. The only part of the battlefield where things went badly for me was in the center, but even here, I had a much smaller number of points than he had, and although it's starting to fall apart at this point, it didn't matter because winning both wings, enveloping from both sides, is much better than breaking through in the center and trying to roll from there. In general, it's usually better to win on a flank or both flanks if possible than to break through in the middle. It just tends to be easier to exploit. So I do think it was mainly a battle of positioning, mainly decided by the possession of this high ground here. So other than the abrupt end of the game, a good game to my opponent, and till next time.